Welcome to Kickboxing 101, Lesson 1, Part 5. Position of your hands. You're going to assume your stance. I assume that you already watched previous videos. You're going to stand, putting your feet parallel to each other, shoulder width apart or slightly wider. My opponent is going to be right in front of me. I am diagonally in relationship to my opponent. The way how you're going to use your hands, you're going to relax your arms. You're going to imagine that somebody just grabbed your left arm and pulled it down. So notice what's going to happen. Many teachers, many instructors say, lift your shoulder, lift your shoulder, lift your front shoulder, chin down, shoulder up. You don't just lift the shoulder because you're going to get tired, fatigued, and you're going to drop that shoulder, and then you're going to get right overhand and fall asleep on the floor. So instead of that, we're trying to be as natural as possible. I'm going to take my right arm, relax it, and kind of hang it. You will notice right now as I drop it down, my left shoulder slightly went up. So as long as I drop my forehead forward, my chin goes down. Now I'm protected with my front shoulder. You will understand the importance of it just in a few seconds. And I'm absolutely fine here. So from this position, I'm going to point my thumbs directly forward, and I'm just going to lift my hands up until I feel that I'm touching my right ear with my right thumb. So position of my right hand, I like to teach my students to touch the ear, physically touch. The reason why physically touching is because it keeps your hand on a perfect level so you don't get knocked out. If I don't touch my ear, your brain is not designed to understand the difference between this and this. In real fight, this is knockout, this is you still fighting, you're winning the fight. So by you having that tactile feeling constantly, it creates a habit for you to keep your hand at the right spot. Also, when you're going to have a glove on, boxing gloves, so this is for MMA gloves, let's say if you're fighting in boxing glove, you're going to have membrane here between your fist and your thumb. So the hand going to look like this. So if you look at this, when I bring the thumb in, it just lies down on your cheekbone. So this is position when you wear a boxing glove, you're going to have your thumb touching your cheekbone. Your hand is going to be at 45 degrees. Just like that. I want to keep it palm forward, and I don't want to keep it this way. When we cover, that's a slightly different situation. We're going to turn, but when we fight and when we move, I want to have my hand here. The reason why is because if I need to parry, this hand is right here, just like that. If I need to cover from hook, this hand is right there. So I can go front, back. This is position of your right hand. Position of your left hand should be on your eyesight level. It should not be in front here, and it should not be down. You will notice how inviting it is for you to hit me with right overhand if I have my hand forward in front of me and low. Also, if I bring my hand slightly more to the center, it covers up partially my visual from my left eye. That means I may not be able to see either your right leg kicking my face or your right hand punching my face or anything else. So what I'm essentially doing, again, this hand is same, palm is 45 degrees in case if we need to parry. And always remember, you will always be faster on inside to parry rather than bring your hands out. So it's better to have slightly bigger gap here and then parry inside than have your stance like this, kinda, and try to block on outside. This stuff works really good in movies. It doesn't work in real fight. So again, both hands are nice and high, pointed with palms at 45 degrees. Now where do I position my left hand in relationship between me and my opponent? Is just slightly outside, slightly in front of me. What you want to do, you don't want to extend it too far, because if you extend it too far, it's easy to hook it and work right around. But if you also have a tendency to stay too close, have your hand here, it's going to take you half an hour to punch your jab. And your jab has to be there all the time. The one who controls the jab controls the fight. It has to be always working. Your jab is the most important skill, the most important tool for you to win majority of your fights. So what do we do here? We keep this hand literally between my front shoulder and his front arm. Why? Because if he tries to think about something, I can just snap and punch his hand, his glove, and that will interrupt the pattern in his brain. I can also punch him really fast. It's shorter distance from here to him rather than from here. And I can also defend really fast when I need to. So those are positions of your hands in kickboxing stance.